Yeah. Get my camera. Okay, there we go. There we go. What's up, everybody? Appreciate y'all joining in. People that's gonna watch this live, and for my people that's gonna go back and watch it after. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel, Cooking Up Sports. Go hit the subscribe button right now. If you're watching on Facebook, on my personal Facebook page, we're gonna be wrapping up, going live on our personal Facebook page. We're just gonna be going live on the Cooking Up Sports page. So just make sure y'all go and like that page, share it to a friend, follow, show us some love. All right. Couple things to get into, man. Oh man, some big highlights in the NBA happened over the last couple days. So we're gonna get into those in our first quarter portion of the show, what we call it America's Most Wanted, and I'll get into that in a few. But also, we're gonna cover March Madness. The brackets are out. Tournament play has begun. Yeah. So the men's and the women's tournament is officially official. So it's time to get it in. It's time to get it in. So time to put those brackets in. Time to bet some money. Trying to put in some parlays. Let's get it. Also, we're gonna cover some NFL. Got Caleb Williams had his pro day. Bears traded Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit, but yeah. So just want to say appreciate y'all joining. I'm gonna hang out with y'all for a few minutes. Sorry we pushed the show back, man. Had a lot of stuff going on. My wireless mic died on me, but it's all good. We're gonna hold it down. All right. So yeah. So we're gonna kick off the show like this, man. Listen, this is the first quarter portion of the show, and it's called America's Most Wanted for the day. All right. So we got a couple people that we need to get off the streets, man. So we're gonna start like this right here. We got this cat named Jalen Johnson. All right. I don't know if y'all know him, but Jalen Johnson is an American professional basketball player for the Atlanta Hawks. All right. Now, he's wanted in Los Angeles. All right. He's wanted in Los Angeles. Um, I'm not really going to get into the details of the crime for real because we're not a crime show. This is a sports show. But they do got footage. And I want y'all to understand that, the eye in the sky don't lie. And if you're going to commit a crime, you're not going to get away with it. Everything's on camera. Now, I don't know what to call this crime, but it has to be some form of assault. I don't know if y'all saw this the other day, but Lord have mercy. Woo! Hey, Austin Reeves, I'm going to need you to come to the front of the congregation, brother. I don't know what you was thinking. Like, it's just like, check out the elevation. Oh! Mm-mm-mm. Listen, man. Jalen Johnson, hey, 22 years old, man. Hey, straight out of Wisconsin. And like I said, he was drafted in the first round by the Atlanta Hawks. 6'8", came out of Duke. That's just nasty right there. Yeah, that got to be some form of assault. This man must be arrested immediately. I'm talking about not now, but right now. Yeah, for sure. That's crazy. Yeah, so oh my God. But Lakers ended up winning this game, but Jalen Johnson ended up scoring 25 points. He was 9 for 20 from the field. He was on a 2 for 11 from three, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. But Lord have mercy. I can't stop watching it. Look at that there. Lord have mercy. And he was actually outside of the restricted area, but damn, that's ugly right there. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so he won it right now, man. It's a $5,000 reward out for anybody that got information leading to the arrest of Jalen Johnson. Um, as far as the victim go, Austin Reeves, he's in good spirits. Um, said he don't want to press charges, but the fact that this crime was on video, it's nothing he can do. All right. So with that being said, it's another gentleman that we looking for as well. Now this right here, this don't make no damn sense right here. This dude right here, I don't know if y'all been watching this guy right here, Anthony Edwards. And a lot of people scared to say this, but when I watch him, when I see him play, bro, that's Michael Jordan, bro. That's Michael Jordan. He looked like him, played like him, like everything about him, like watching his game, bro, is a young Michael Jordan. Now I know some people come here, bro, you tripping, bro, you crazy, whatever, whatever. But if y'all ain't watched this brother play, like his skill set, his I'm gonna say his I ain't gonna say his mentality yet, cause he's still a young player, so I don't know if he got that Jordan mentality yet, just based off like how he was, playing around at All Star Week shooting with his left hand or whatever. But when he's on the court, he a cold blooded killer, and he don't care who under there. You know what I mean? They call him the Ant Man. But anyway, like I said, it is a warrant out for this man's arrest for assault. And that got to be some kind of assault right there. All right, look at that there. Lord have mercy. That's just crazy. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy right there. Like, you don't punch the man in the face. Cranked on him. He did something to his finger. I think he dislocated his finger or something. But yeah, man, dude remind me of Michael Jordan, man. A lot of people try to compare players, and they said Kobe was the closest thing to Jordan, because a lot of the moves that Kobe learned, he learned from Jordan, from watching and studying Michael Jordan. But like this dude right here, bro, is like, to me, you know what I mean. I don't know if he's gonna end up having a success as Mike. You know what I mean? Because one, he is playing in Minnesota, for one, and two, it's just like hard to predict that kind of success, or hard to see somebody just having that kind of success. But like I'm talking about, as far as just watching him play, watching his game, dude look like Michael Jordan, bro. You know what I mean? I don't really know. I don't really know how else to put it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I like his game. I've been following him since he was drafted. He was drafted #1 overall. He definitely lived up to the hype. He definitely was worth the #1 overall pick. We don't seen a lot of people come into the league and turn out to be busts, or not live up to expectations of that #1 pick. He's definitely lived up to that expectation. So yeah, so I would like to see him in the dunk contest, man. I like to see him in the dunk contest. Him, Ja Morant, shoot, even throw Russ in there. A lot of the young guys, Zion saying if he go to the All Star game, if he actually make it to the All Star team, he'll get in the dunk contest. So just imagine Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, uh, damn, uh, Zion Williamson, old boy McClung, who won it twice, him, because he got to come back and defend his title. But just imagine all the young cats like that in the dunk contest. That'll be crazy. But yeah, so they the two people, man, that actually need to be arrested for the crimes they committed on video. Look at this here. Mm, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. So yeah. But anyway, that's the first quarter portion of our show, man. America's Most Wanted. So we're gonna jump into the second quarter portion of our show, the men's Final Four. Now, I don't know if y'all watched previous episodes or whatever, but I haven't really been following the men's game like that, so I don't know really too much of what's going on. So this Final Four that I'm about to pick, or that I'm about to predict for y'all, is clearly like without any prior information on what's going on. It's just me looking at the bracket and like, okay, I'm gonna pick these four teams and make it to the Final Four. We'll see what happens. All right. I don't know. I don't know who's really gonna make it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But in the East region, the #1 seed is UConn. All right. The bottom of the bracket in the West region, North Carolina is the #1 seed. All right. And then over on the other side of the bracket, at the top in the South region, you got Houston as the #1 seed. And then at the bottom in the Midwest region, you got who's the #1 seed? Oh, Purdue. You got Purdue with the big boy. Purdue as the #1 seed over there. Now, I did start watching more of the men's basketball during the conference tournaments, and only one team won their conference tournament this year. That was UConn. Like I watched Houston get blowed out by Oh man, who was it? Iowa State. But yeah, Houston got blowed out by like 20 plus points. So I'm definitely not picking Houston to get to the Final Four. I think they're gonna end up getting clipped somewhere. So I'm gonna start with the South bracket. Let me see who in this bracket. You got okay, Marquette, the number 2 seed. Kentucky, okay, Kentucky in this bracket. Duke in this bracket. Wisconsin. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pick in this. I'm gonna pick. Boy, you got Florida. No, hell no. I don't know who I'm picking to come out this bracket, man. This side of the bracket, you got the Texas A&M. Okay, Texas A&M pretty decent too. Um, Duke, man, I'm gonna pick. I'm picking Kentucky, man. I'm gonna pick Kentucky. Let me write that down because I don't want to go back and I'm gonna put it in my phone. I'm gonna pick Kentucky. I'm gonna pick Kentucky to come out of the South region. Let me go and put that in my phone now so I don't forget. Text that to myself. I'm gonna go Kentucky to come out of the South region. All right, so let's go over to the East region. Who I got coming out of that bracket? We got UConn obviously at the top of the bracket. Iowa State, okay, they got the 2 seed. Illinois, number 3 seed. A lot of these teams I haven't seen play. Um, I have seen Auburn play. I like Auburn. Um, San Diego State, Northwestern, UConn. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick Auburn, man. I'm gonna pick Auburn to come out of the Eastern region. The Eastern, yeah. I'm gonna pick Auburn to come out of the Eastern region. Like I said, I know Kentucky the only team that won their conference championship. But as far as Auburn go, man, I like Bruce Pearl as a coach. So I like their team, and I've been seeing them play. They didn't win their conference championship, so um, no, did they? Hold up, did they win their conference championship? I can't remember. But I'm picking Auburn. I'm picking Auburn to come out of the East region. All right, so I'm picking UConn to get upset and not make it to the Final Four. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go with Auburn. Auburn to come out of the Eastern region. Auburn. All right. Yeah. All right, so let's go down to the Western region. All right, so North Carolina, the number 1 seed. Arizona, number 2 seed. Hmm. I actually watched Carolina quite a bit this year. Alabama, Clemson, Baylor. It looked like to me this just off. This just off of pure, just watching, not watching these teams play. Because like I said, I haven't watched a lot of men's basketball this year. I've been watching a lot of women's basketball. So I'm gonna pick. Man, North Carolina. Because I like R.J. Davis and the big boy they got down low. I'm gonna pick North Carolina. I'm gonna pick North Carolina to make it out of the West. All right. So that's my first number 1 seed I got making it to the Final Four. So I'm gonna go North Carolina, Carolina coming out of the West. All right. So let's go over to the Midwest. Over to the Midwest, we got Purdue is number 1 in the region. Tennessee number 2 in the region. Okay, who's a 3 seed? Creighton the 3rd seed. Okay, South Carolina, Kansas. Kansas. Purdue. Purdue got that big boy down there. I don't know. I don't know if Purdue gonna make it though. They didn't win their conference championship. Purdue. Mm, mm, I'm gonna say Purdue make it, man. And the reason why I'm gonna say Purdue make it out of the Midwest, I want to pick Kansas for real, just from the experience as far as like Bill Self coaching. He's so used to coaching in this tournament. But I'm gonna pick Purdue to come out of the Midwest just because a lot of the heartbreak they had over the last couple of years of getting bounced early. I feel like they're gonna be super hungry. They're gonna be super hungry, and I feel like they're gonna feed the big boy every game. So I'm gonna pick Purdue. gonna pick Purdue. So I got for my Final Four for the men's NCAA tournament 2024. I'm gonna go with Kentucky. I'm gonna go with Kentucky, Auburn, North Carolina, and Purdue. All right, that's what I'm gonna roll with for my Final Four. All right, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how I do. So let me send that to myself. Let me send that to myself. Just let me know what y'all think. Who y'all got going to the Final Four? But that's who I'm picking. All right, and like I said, this come from not really watching these teams play. I watched a few of them, and especially over the conference championship. I definitely watched a few of them during the conference tournaments. I'm sorry, but that's my Final Four, man. So like I said, once again, for y'all that want to go back and look at this, I got Kentucky, Auburn, North Carolina, Purdue. All right, for the Final Four. I don't know who's gonna win the championship. I'm just gonna see if my teams get to the Final Four first, and then I'll pick a champion after that. All right. So yeah. So as far as the women's Final Four, like I said, I've been watching a lot of women's college basketball. I actually been watching more of that than I have the NBA this year because it's just super exciting, man. It's a whole lot of star power in the women's game this year, carrying over from last year. Cause last year I think when it really started to jump off, so I definitely been paying attention. I definitely like what I see. It's definitely entertaining. I like how they get after it. They be talking trash. I mean, they be yo, like they be going hard, bro. Like it's real out there in the women's game. Like a whole lot of star power. So I definitely can't wait to see the women's game. So I'm gonna pick my Final Four, man. I'm gonna pick my Final Four. Wow, I'm gonna pick my Final Four in the women's bracket. All right, so we're gonna start off with the number one overall seed, which is South Carolina, undefeated. All right, South Carolina undefeated for the second year in a row in the regular season. All right, and the conference tournament. South Carolina just obviously they well coached. I feel like last year, they got I feel like Don Staley was out coached last year in that semifinal game against Iowa. Because last year, if y'all remember correctly, that is the game where um, Raven Johnson was playing point and Caitlin Clark would not come up and check her. She would not come up and check her because she was like she knew she wasn't gonna shoot or she believed that she couldn't shoot. So there was a lot of controversy during that game where she waved her off like you can dribble out there. I'm not coming to check you. And I feel like Don Staley didn't make adjustments because once you saw that she wasn't gonna shoot, like yo, you either gonna take those shots or you gotta come out of the game because now you're becoming a liability. But like I said, Don Staley is obviously a great coach. She's like 101, 102, and 3 in the last 3 years. So not questioning her coaching, obviously. But in that semifinal game last year, I think she'll tell you herself she got out coached. Because like I said, me watching that game, she didn't make really the proper adjustments. Because and as far as Iowa go, they was lighting it up. So they needed Raven Johnson to take those shots because that's who they was leaving wide open. They was to the other man said, look, if Aaliyah Boston not gonna beat us. You gonna have to make shots from the outside to beat us, and it just that really hurt their chances. And then obviously Iowa went on to play LSU in the championship game. LSU won, but so anyway, but yeah. So South Carolina's the number one seed. I just don't in this bracket. This is a really good side of the bracket right here, Region One in Albany. All right, so you got Notre Dame as the 2 seed, which I really like a lot. Hannah Hidalgo. I don't know if y'all heard of her, but she is a beast. Freshman point guard. She is the best point guard in the country. No doubt about it. She the best point guard in the country out of Notre Dame. And she's about 5'6", 5'7", something like that. But she the truth. I'm talking offense and defense. I think she like third or fourth in the nation in scoring. And I think she's leading the nation in steals. So she play both sides. And like her energy when she on the floor, you could tell like as soon as she come in the game, she instantly change the energy in the game. So Man. But I'm gonna pick South Carolina to make it out of the first Albany region, man. I'm gonna pick South Carolina to make it out of Region One, and that's just because I feel like from experience and just this year and the way they lost last year, I just feel like they're not gonna. I don't think Don Staley's gonna fall into that trap again this year. Also, Raven Johnson is a different player than she was last year. If it's like she's taking and making those shots now, so you can't just um, play off of her and allow her to shoot. So let me put that in my phone. That's my first pick. As far as I got the first, the number one overall seed, South Carolina, making it to the Final Four. That's not surprising, but we're gonna go with that. All right, so I got South Carolina making it out of Region One. All right, so Region Two. Region Two, we have. Let me come up some here. Region Two, we got Texas as the number one seed in Region Two, and then you got Stanford with Cameron Brink. They the 10th seed. I mean, they the second seed. I'm sorry. North Carolina State as the third seed. Let's see who else we got on this bracket. Oh, Utah with Alexis Peely. Okay, with Alexis Peely. Okay. All right. Texas number one. That's a tough one for me. I like Tennessee too. I tell you what, that's what I'm picking Tennessee, man. I'm picking Tennessee to come out this bracket with Tennessee with Rakia Jackson. I don't know if y'all saw her during the SEC championship game, but they played no, not the SEC championship game, but the SEC semifinal game. They actually was up. They was up on South Carolina, and that's the game where Cardoza hit the game winning shot from the three at the end. So, but Tennessee, so they pretty. I think they can beat anybody. So, but I like Tennessee, man. So I'm gonna pick Tennessee to make it out of Region Four in Portland, out of Portland. So I'm gonna go Tennessee. Yeah, I'm gonna go Tennessee. So I got South Carolina, Tennessee. That's two SEC teams already. All right, so let's go over to Region Three. All right, so we got USC as the number one seed. Ohio State. Oh man, that's a good bracket right here. Virginia Tech, which is my team. Oh yeah, this is a good bracket right here. Yeah, so you got wow. Yeah, so you got USC with Juju Watkins, Virginia Tech with Georgia Moore, yeah, UConn Paige Buchers. You got Duke, Ohio State. I think this the toughest bracket right here as far as the amount of teams. It's tough. USC. All right, so USC the number one seed, but a lot of that's because of Juju. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say USC get clipped, man, and I'm gonna say that because I saw the defense that Stanford played on Juju in the championship game, in their conference championship game. They pretty much locked Juju up, but they left everybody else open. And but I just don't think I don't know if USC's overall team is good enough to make it to the Final Four. Obviously, they got the second best player in the country, and Juju, um, on their team. But I just think all the other players gonna be able to step up like they did in the conference championship game. And I don't know if they're gonna be able to do that for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks all the way down to the Final Four because I think teams are gonna take that Stanford approach and pretty much crowd Juju, make her get a ball up, and see if the other players can beat you. So I'm gonna say USC get bounced, man. They probably gonna get bounced in either the Elite Eight or the Sweet 16. So who would I pick though? Virginia Tech. Like I said, Virginia Tech's my team. Georgia Moore, she one of the best point guards in the country. I think she either the second, third best point guard in the country behind Hannah Hidalgo. But I don't like what I saw with Virginia Tech against Notre Dame. You know what I mean? So, and then I think it was a semifinal of the ACC championship game. I mean the ACC tournament. So I'm not picking my team, man. Salute to those girls, though. I hope y'all end up making it far, making it to the championship game, actually winning it. That's who I want to win it. But I'm just going off what I think gonna happen. I ain't picking with my heart, I'm picking with my head. So I'm gonna go Ohio State good as well, man. McMahon, that girl that they got down low to 32, she a beast. The girl they got outside shooting, I can't think of her name right now, but Ohio State got a good team as well. Damn. I'm gonna go, man. I'm gonna go Ohio State. I'm gonna go Ohio State to make it out of the Portland, make it out of Regional 3. Make it out of Region 3. I'm gonna go Ohio State. Ohio State. All right, so we got South Carolina, Tennessee, and Ohio State so far. Let's go up to Region 2. All right, let's go up to Region 2, where Iowa is the number one seed. Iowa is the number one seed in Region 2. All right, so you got the best player in the country, Caitlin Clark. Oh, man. 2 seed, you got UCLA, which been really good this year. I haven't seen a lot of them, but I saw them before. LSU, who I've been following all season long. That's like my favorite team in the country. Um, I feel like LSU got the best starting five in the country as far as like from uh from guard to center. They got the best starting five. Um, doesn't mean they got the best point. They don't got the best point guard, or they don't have the best center, or they don't have the best this. But as far as like all five, I think they got the best starting five in the country. You know what I mean, position by position. With like I said, of course you got Angel Reese, Flau'jae Johnson, Haley Van Leaf, Michaela Williams, um, and Morrow. So like their starting five is crazy. So I'm definitely a big fan of LSU, man. Oh my God, this gonna be a good bracket, and also Louisville is in this bracket, so Haley Van Leaf might have the opportunity to play against her old team if they actually win their first round game. So, boy, this is a tough bracket. And also Colorado was in this bracket as well. And if y'all remember correctly, Colorado actually beat LSU earlier this year. Earlier this year, like I said, LSU had a bunch of problems this year. They actually righted the ship and started going crazy after that game, but they did lose to Colorado. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure Iowa they made it to the championship game last year, so they're gonna be looking for revenge. Now, I feel the same way about Iowa that I do about USC. I don't feel like obviously Caitlin Clark's the best player in the country, but I feel like teams are gonna crowd her, make her give the ball up. Now, can those other players like Marshall, can she knock down those shots that she did in the conference championship game? Because even though they won their conference tournament, they should have lost that game against Nebraska. Caitlin Clark, she had 4 points in the first half, but then she had 30 points in the second half. But it was a crazy play at the end of the game. Player threw a pass they shouldn't have threw. You know what I mean? That actually contributed to Iowa actually stealing that game. I'm gonna say they stole the championship game from Nebraska. Actually, Nebraska should have won that game. But I just feel like teams are gonna crowd Caitlin Clark. I don't think everybody not gonna be successful at it. I feel like they do make it um, at least to the Sweet 16, but I'm gonna have them get clipped this year. I'm gonna have them get clipped this year. I don't think they're as good as they was last year. So like I said, I got Caitlin Clark getting bounced, and I'm gonna go with LSU. I'm gonna go with LSU. Yeah, I'm gonna go with LSU to make it out of the to make it out of Region 2. All right. So you got three SEC teams in my Final Four. All right. So y'all can tell me how crazy I am. Tell me if I'm wrong or not. But once again, for my Final Four in the women's bracket, I got South Carolina, Tennessee, Ohio State, and LSU. So let me send that to myself. And like I said, what I'll do is I'm not gonna pick a winner right now. But what I do, I just see how the Final Four shakes out. If my teams actually get to the Final Four, then or as it get closer, I'll pick a winner. You know what I mean? So hopefully my teams make it through. So yeah, that's it, man. That's my picks for the NCAA tournament this year. I haven't officially put in a bracket yet. I think the game's already started, so I might be too late. So I ain't really necessarily worried about putting in a bracket. I am trying to win some money though on some of these betting apps. So we'll see what's going on with that. All right. Yeah. So with that being said, man, we're gonna get into the fourth quarter portion of our show. You know, we gotta have a show. We gotta talk football. We gotta talk some kind of football or what's going on. All right. So we're gonna get into the Bears with this number one pick. I never talked about the Bears so much in my life. Like the Bears ain't been good in a long time. So it's kind of crazy that the Bears getting talked about like this. But anyway, so the Bears, obviously, they traded Justin Fields finally. I think they kind of upset they didn't get what they thought they were going to get for him. They probably kind of waited too late. A lot of quarterbacks started going different places. Um, so the market kind of dried up for him. So Pittsburgh actually got him for a 6th-round pick, which could turn into a 4th depending on playing time, which I don't think is going to turn into a 4th. I feel like Russell Wilson going to end up being a starter. And I think he's going to play well. So I don't think Justin Fields gonna end up playing enough snaps um, to make that pick for Chicago, a 4th-round pick. So with that being said, obviously that clears the way for Chicago to draft um, Caleb Williams, which I feel like they're gonna draft. I was on the other side of the fence. I felt like they should have kept Justin Fields, traded back for a bunch of picks and surrounded him, draft Marvin Harrison Jr. See, they brought in some key pieces for that whoever their new quarterback gonna be, which everybody thinks is gonna be Caleb Williams, who actually had his pro day earlier today. All right, so but I'm gonna say from this perspective right here, man, I feel like what the Bears are doing right now for Caleb Williams, as far as like the pieces they're putting in their locker room, trading for Keenan Allen, bringing in Swift from the Eagles, you know, bringing in some key pieces on defense. Like a lot of the stuff that they doing right now, they didn't do that for Justin Fields. Like just imagine if they would have brought in the people they bringing in now for just like they would have had DJ Moore and Keenan Allen with Justin Fields. But that ain't the issue with Justin Fields not succeeding in Chicago is straight up coaching. Like I think a lot of the coaching is being exposed in the NFL. A lot of people getting coaching jobs based on relationships with certain players, or based on relationship with certain coaches. Like some of these dudes can't coach, and I think that's what happened to Justin Fields. Like if y'all saw Justin Fields, I don't know if y'all seen Justin Fields in college, but he was the truth. I'm talking about passing the ball. Obviously, he can run. You saw he had over 1,000 yards, you know, last season. But I'm talking about throwing the ball. He was a beast. But if you don't put a system in place to fit your players, like I hate when coaches. I said this on a previous episode. I hate when coaches take their system and try to make a player fit their system. No, you take the players you have and mold your system to fit the players. That's the sign of a good coach. Like I feel like coach, I'm gonna just call it out. Like coaches that I feel like getting exposed, man, getting exposed because they don't got their quarterback no more. Like you got, for instance, Sean Payton, the way he treated Russell Wilson last year, as far as like, you know, cussing him out on the sideline, you know what I mean, all in his face and all that. But you can argue like, bro, he done had a better career than you. Russell Wilson's career up to this point is actually better than Sean Payton's to me. You went to a Super Bowl. You went to one Super Bowl as a coach. You went to one Super Bowl as a coach. Y'all won it. But you had Drew Brees went to one Super Bowl. And you won it. Give you credit for that. But at the same time, Russ went to 2 Super Bowls. He lost one. But damn, they was on the 1-yard line, ready to go win it. And he threw a good pass, but they shouldn't have been passing the ball anyway. Malcolm Butler just made one of the best defensive plays, probably the best defensive play in history. So, you know, like coaching, man, coaching really getting exposed. It's really getting exposed. Like that situation with the New York Jets, with all the talent they got on that roster. Everybody like Zach Wilson trash. Okay. But Zach Wilson do got talent. I don't think anybody that actually know football and watch the Jets or watch him and be like, he don't have talent. He got talent. He definitely got talent. He just don't make the right decisions at the right time, or he might not be ready to play right now. And obviously, that ain't good with him being a second. I think he was a second overall pick. But at the same time, like, who was his coaches? You know what I mean? Like, how the coaches helping him out? So, I feel like Robert Saleh, he gonna have to prove himself this year because y'all defense won't that great, especially down the stretch. You know what I mean? Obviously, y'all didn't get nothing from the offense, but like Nathaniel Hackett, only reason he there because of Aaron Rodgers. Nathaniel Hackett had the job in Denver. You know what I mean? Where they got smoked and got everybody thinking Russell Wilson trash. He was the coach. With Sean Payton, Russell Wilson actually played good this year. They didn't start off good, but they beat Kansas City, they beat Buffalo. So they beat a lot. They actually beat a lot of playoff teams. So, like the coaching in the NFL getting exposed some kind of terrible, man. So I feel like coaching is what's gonna make the difference, because even if you put Caleb Williams in that same situation with that type coaching, if they don't put a system around Caleb Williams' strengths, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. But look at the pieces they put in around Caleb Williams. So they actually doing more for Caleb Williams than they did for Justin Fields. And now once Caleb Williams if he has success, it's gonna be like, see, this is why we should have got rid of Justin Fields. You see what I'm saying? But y'all ain't give Justin Fields the same opportunity that y'all about to give Caleb Williams. So with that being said, that's enough about the Bears, man. They ain't that good anyway. But like I said, I hope Caleb Williams have success though. But at the same time, I hope Justin Fields do his thing in Pittsburgh and really like get to show people like that he can play in this league, because dude got talent. You know what I mean? Anytime you got a quarterback that can escape and run like that, but dude can throw too. But like I said, now he got a good coach. He got a good offensive coordinator. Arthur Smith might not have been a good head coach, but from what I've been seeing, he's pretty good at calling plays. You know what I mean? As far as offensive coordinator, so he the new offensive coordinator in Pittsburgh. So I think he'll get Justin this just due. So they can go from Russell Wilson, let Justin Fields take over next year or this year if Russell Wilson don't play well, because they only paying Russell Wilson $1.2 million this year. All right. So, but anyway, that's enough of that. All right. So, yeah, man. So appreciate y'all. Short show today. Like I said, got a lot of stuff going on, but appreciate y'all joining us. Appreciate y'all checking in. So once again, if you see us on YouTube, make sure y'all go like, subscribe to the page, and also comment. Let us know what you think. Also, send us reaction videos to our Gmail account. It is cookingupsportspod@gmail.com. Send us videos, send us clips, comment on certain stuff y'all want us to talk about. Anything like new and different y'all want to see. Like I said, we want to do this for the people, man. So anything y'all need or y'all want to see from a sports pod or whatever, y'all want to come on the show, talk, whatever, just let us know. Send us a message, send us a link. Let us know how we can be of service to y'all, man. With that being said, I appreciate y'all joining us. That's the show for the day. We out of here. All right. Go, 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 cooking. Go, 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 cooking. Go, 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 cooking. Go, 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 go.